Hey guys, it's Cooper here, and I wanted to let you guys know that I tried to record this in video as well, but didn't work out. The camera kind of crapped out. So enjoy looking at a logo while listening to our jokes. Cool. Bye.
So pickles are. How do you feel about pickles, Mel?
I don't feel one way or the other about
Hey, welcome to the Shut About Show.
where we know how to have basic conversations with each other.
Exactly. Wow, my level's spiked.
Wow, good job.
All right, so Mel,
Cooper.
we're finally doing this. We're finally
After like
having
2 weeks of planning.
two whole weeks of planning, guys. This
Not
is
planning, but failing to be able to do this more of,
yes, basically.
which is what I call planning.
So I don't think this is going to be kind of how our show goes, but there's a topic that inspired us to start a podcast to begin with. So I think that we have to start with that.
Yeah, this is super important.
Mm-hmm.
Very near and dear to both of our hearts.
Oops.
Just kidding.
No, we hate this
Our
topic.
hearts, where that are in the trash can.
We hate
where
this topic actually,
topic
but it's
lives.
Yep. Hold on. You are way. There you go, Mel. This is great. This is great audio for our audio. This is great visual for our audio listeners.
And visual.
Mel, get in the frame.
No,
Well, someone's.
I am in the frame. What are you talking about? Everyone can see me.
Mel, don't hit that switch. You'll turn off KBVU.
I hit the button.
Oh my God. Okay, but so our topic is Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
And where to find them.
And it's been about how long? How long has it been? What was it? What does it say on the Wikipedia? When did it come out?
2016.
Oh, that's very. That's very. Specific.
1926.
19. Nope. Getting warmer. No.
2001, book of the same name.
Nope.
Let's see. Nope. Where is it?
Wait, where did it release?
Oh.
When?
10 November 2016.
Okay, so we're about a year late on this topic, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh, it hasn't been out for a year. It feels like it's been out for my entire life.
And I've suffered ever since.
Yeah.
So, Mel, we hate this movie.
I cannot stand this movie.
At all.
It's garbage, 100%.
110%.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Oscar winning.
The Oscar-winning
Oscar-winning
Beasts
garbage.
and where to find them.
Yeah.
Let's start with your least favorite part of the film.
Oh my gosh. Wow. The part where you sit down in the theater and had to have paid, $10 or whatever.
I think I saw it for free. No, I didn't.
I actually might have seen it for
passed
free.
up the ability, the opportunity to see it for free.
I think I saw it one time for free, and then the
Yeah.
second time, I think my mom paid for it. So I think I saw it for free twice, actually. It's Suicide Squad that I paid $26 to see in theater twice.
God. That could be a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother story. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I think I went to the premiere of Fantastic Beasts.
Did you?
Yes.
Wow. I just went to it for free movies here, I think.
Oh God.
And everyone was like, "Oh man, I loved it. Oh, it was so good. What did you think, Mel?"
I was like,
I hated it.
I ran into some
torture.
people who were in the theater with me, and then after the movie, they're like, "Oh, that was great. What'd you think?" I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
I hated it.
Yeah, I was literally like I didn't want to be like, "Oh, it was garbage." I was like, it was okay. It was okay.
It was fine.
It was fine. It was a movie that they
And then
made.
I get back, I'm just like,
I
damn it!
I know.
God, I need to. I'm gonna have
If you're
to
gonna
edit this
yell,
audio.
do this. Dang it!
Damn it!
There you go.
Oh, that was a rough experience. All right, let's start with the characters.
Characters.
Eddie. So Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne.
Newt
character number one. Eddie Redmayne.
Newt Scamander.
Scamander. Scamander, which is
I'm the Whisper Mumbler.
it's a cool name for a character. Like, it's a fun name. Like, it's not a bad name.
It's not.
The name is probably the best part of the movie.
Points for the name that already existed before the movie.
Yeah. So good on the book, I guess.
There was
which I should read probably so I can actually.
There's
Judge it.
Jacob Kowalski. He's supposed
Kowalski,
to be.
Sure.
He's supposed to be the comic relief character that's not funny.
Yeah, I have something to say about that last scene with him. Not the last scene, but the raining scene.
You want to talk about erasing a character's entire arc?
You want to talk about how music can change the mood of an entire scene and how they chose the wrong music for that scene?
And how it immediately went from super emotional to all of a sudden it's like, oh, just silly old Jacob again. And
oh, look at that goober. Look at that muggle. Oh, I'm sorry. No match.
No match. Oh, my God. That's the worst.
Oh, my gosh.
But it's just like, he's funny again.
He's one-dimensional.
He's one-dimensional. He did not learn anything because it all got erased.
Yeah, character development. Never heard of it.
Can we also talk about how Newt is just accidentally the protagonist of this film? Like, there are two completely separate movies happening in this one movie.
Movies with two
there's Colin Farrell and Ezra Bridger, and then there's Eddie Redmayne over here.
Eddie Redmayne and his Fun Adventures and Friends, and then Death and Darkness and Child Abuse. Can we talk about how the tones of this movie don't match at all?
Oh my God, I should probably get up. It's like they have nothing to do with each other at all. And then he just ends up being the hero because he's a nice guy and he ran into them at some point.
He's just trying to do things with his animal friends who keep escaping because he's like this amazing magizoologist.
How do you remember that?
I don't. It's on Wikipedia.
Oh wait, is that? That's totally in quotes.
Yeah, magizoologist. This real thing.
Yeah, obviously.
But yeah, I'm just like, he's so good at his job, all of his animals are escaping. Or one of them did.
See, it's stick with one movie. Maybe just have him chasing his animal friends. But then there's no greater universe consequence, which is what everybody wants.
Fine.
I know.
It's fine. You can just have a fun romp with some fun, dumb-looking animals.
No, you can't.
Okay, well, bye.
No, you can't, Mel. It has to deal with the greater universe.
The fate of the universe and Greg Grimaldus. What's his name? Geller Grindelwald.
You mean Johnny Depp with a blonde mustache? With also
villain who nobody saw coming.
It's almost like him and Colin Farrell had the same exact haircut.
Whoa! I was a little bit shook that they were I was a little shook that they were
just a little shooketh.
Just a little. I was shooketh.
I was
shooketh.
Barely shooketh.
Yeah, but I was a little bit shooketh that they were like, yeah, look at this twist. Oh my gosh, did you see this coming?
Yes.
And I was like, yeah. Were people supposed to not get this?
We're
gonna have the same exact shot of him centered in the frame with the back of his head and his stupid haircut, with both his identity and his secret identity, and you're expecting me to not get it? I was not clear about that.
Immediately, I looked around the audience to see if anyone was actually shocked.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was, and if they were, they were probably like, oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, they have the same hair. Yeah, it's not like
hair.
A better movie that came out that year, Arrival.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch Arrival?
I did, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Spoilers for Arrival, or maybe I'll just say, when did the ending hit you? You know the twist.
I don't remember.
Yeah, with the time thing.
I didn't see it coming. I don't think.
See, no, well, it's about when it hits you. I'm trying to remember.
It's been a while since I've watched it.
Well, I mean, it's really about when it hit you. That's when did the twist hit you? Because it hit me right away. I went, oh, and I was watching with my buddy Miles, and it still didn't hit him yet. And then 5 minutes later, he went, fuck, oh. And I'm like, yeah, good one. Can we talk about how the best character in this movie has maybe 10 minutes of screen time?
Are you talking about the sister?
Yes.
Queenie? Is that her name?
Yes.
Queenie? Yeah.
I think so. Yes.
Yep.
Wow, Mal, you remember the best character's name.
Yeah, it's because she's the best character.
She actually has a personality.
Yeah, okay. Her and Jacob Kowalski were the best characters. And they actually
I don't even like Jacob Kowalski that much.
I don't mind him. I think
he's likable.
I think he's likable. I think that he could have been somebody who people really liked.
Yes.
Especially if they had played the ending of his arc off right and not just been oh, here's the start of your bakery,
also
which
remembers,
still could have happened.
Yes.
There could have been a lot of ways to
I think they were trying to force some stupid emotional tone, but
like
at the
failed.
end. Exactly. So why even bother with that and just have him remember it?
Yeah. Like it
or does he? No, they don't make that clear at all at the ending. It's like, does he remember? Because apparently he recognizes Queenie, who is the best character in that movie because she has a personality. She's likable. Our two leads, Newt and what's her face, Tina.
Tina.
They have no personalities at all.
I'm like,
they have none.
Okay, with Tina, her entire career.
That was Kyle Weber's everybody at the door.
Like her career doesn't make sense because she was
an Auror.
She was an Auror. Then she was kicked out of that. She was kicked out of the club. Mm-hmm. And then she was trying to.
She interfered. Do you remember why she did it? I remember why she got kicked out.
I don't remember why.
Because she stumbled in on Credence getting beat by his mother, and then she like disarmed the mother, and so since she interfered with No-Maj affairs, now she's banned from being an Auror, and she's in like wand certification or something.
The wand police, the wizard police. No, but like I've just been like thinking about how this movie could have been an awesome way to show like, hey, maybe the magical community and the non-magical community can like coexist, especially like in America.
Yeah. But at the end there was no progress made.
No.
None.
But like even like Tina's career could have fed into that, just being like, oh, look at how the government operates and how they don't like how Muggles and non-Muggles exist or whatever, and that could have been a statement about that. And then at the end, like that could have also fed into that instead of them just being like, oh yeah, it's totally fine that these like two societies just don't coexist whatsoever, and like one of them thinks very poorly of the other.
Yeah, it's just like the government just kind of just was not into it at all and learned no lessons. Like the president, she learned no lessons.
She learned nothing.
Also, remember when Martin Sheen was in this movie?
I don't know who that is.
Mel. He's Charlie Sheen's dad.
Oh, I barely know who that is.
Mel. I think we're going to establish over the course of this podcast that Mel spent her entire life under a rock.
I've seen 3 movies.
What are those 3 movies, Mel? We've established 2 of them.
Fantastic Beasts
and Suicide Squad.
And apparently Arrival, because we've already talked about how I've seen
All
that.
right, so Mel has only ever seen these 3 movies.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Anything else she says that she's seen, absolutely fake. No proof.
Inception is my favorite movie.
You haven't seen it because we've established that you've only seen 3 movies, Mel.
It's got my favorite actor in it. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Wait.
That was supposed to be my Joseph Gordon-Levitt joke, but
no,
there's no relation at all.
Hold on. Is that how Mel? I want you to walk me through. I want you to walk me.
Do you want to hear?
Those of you at home, I want Mel to walk me through how she went from Joseph Gordon-Levitt to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Sherlock Holmes' dad.
Yeah, that's how that works. So you're saying if I create a character, I'm their father?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm a father.
You're a father. I'm so happy to tell you this.
Oh my god, Mel.
Okay. Both of their names have lots of syllables. And for some reason, my brain was like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Sir Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Wait.
Sir Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Okay. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. That's how it went.
Mel.
And it was a great joke and everybody laughed.
Yeah. Everybody meaning you for laughing at your joke thinking it's funny and also kind of cringing at it. And then
I was not cringing. That was a good joke.
Me laugh cringing because my god, how did you Also I was kind of curious. I want to go to the replay of this and see how just the astonishment on my face at how absolutely
you were probably like, "Oh yeah, conversation."
Wait.
What?
Sir Arthur
Conan Doyle. What?
What were we even talking about? We got to Inception.
Oh, we were talking about how I haven't seen any movies.
At all.
None. Like 3.
That means you can speak on all the authority about
Oh yeah, absolutely.
every movie.
Yeah. I know all about the cinematography.
Yeah.
And the cameras.
Yeah.
And the fuzzy sticks.
The fuzzy sticks.
It sounds fuzzy sticks.
The shotgun mics?
That one.
That have dead cats on them?
Yeah. Oh. I have to leave right now.
We call them dead cats because we skin cats alive and then no.
I was like,
no, we actually we take Mr. Smooches and we.
Wow.
I'm sorry, audience. That's my one really shitty joke of the week. I'm kidding. They're all
also
terrible.
His only joke of the week.
We've been recording for 15 minutes. Oh
Go
god.
Us.
So I thought one of my least favorite scenes was when they actually went into his briefcase because it's supposed to be this. Oh wow, a whole new world.
Yeah.
But then it's just like I'm just really disoriented the whole time because it's all CG.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like the camera's moving in like weird, non-realistic ways. It's just like.
Yeah, I thought it. I don't know.
Am I dreaming? Am I floating?
Yeah, it was not great.
No,
it wasn't my least favorite part of the movie, but it was not great.
What was your least favorite part of the movie, Mel?
You've already asked me that, but I didn't give a real answer.
No,
because I just talked about how I didn't pay for the movie.
God, of course.
Oh man,
there's so many to choose from.
I know. I may have already talked about it actually. The scene with Jacob when he walks into the rain.
Yes. We've already discussed that scene.
That's the scene that I always think of when I talk about how much I don't like it. So I guess it's my least favorite part of the movie.
My favorite scene in the movie is when they're at the speakeasy because I like the aesthetics. I like the aesthetic of it because I just like the speakeasy. Mm-hmm. I love the 20s. Like
right, yeah.
It's
a really
you'd think
cool
it'd be hard to mess up.
You think? See, I was just like, what are they doing here? The entire
I think they're getting
scene.
information.
Yeah, I was like,
something.
they're getting information from somebody about something. And then like, okay, there's.
I think the funniest joke, by the way, was when Jacob drank the giggle juice. He went.
I was a little bit too done to enjoy the joke. I was kind of like,
see, I didn't enjoy the joke. I went, oh, that would have been funny if it was in a better movie.
Just like, oh, well, that could have been funny.
Could have been.
But yeah.
But we already established that Jacob Kowalski's not a funny character.
Yeah. What he could have been.
People who have not seen Fantastic Beasts are going to be so lost.
Oh, yeah. People who have seen Fantastic Beasts are going to be lost. I'm lost. I barely know where we are.
We're at the speakeasy.
Speakeasy. When he was like, oh, I'll give me that little stick creature.
And I'm like, no, that thing's cute.
Yeah, I was like, okay, there's no way that like Newt would give up his like friend who's presumably had for a while for this person and like these things that he like like he's met
dedicated his life.
Like I don't remember why he was doing it. But I'm just like, I just remember thinking that's not a good enough reason.
No, yeah, and he
this is
without
his passion.
without flinching, he just gives.
He was just like, but it was also like.
But it didn't look like he didn't look like he had any plan either.
Right.
Like
that's the kind of thing where it's like, oh, you know that like they're not actually going to let him take it. Yeah. Like something's going to happen. But it's clear that Newt had no plan. So it's like, oh, something else is going to go down, which is fine.
One thing I like that they establish is that those things are good at lockpicking, and it actually serves its purpose later. That's the Chekhov's gun or something like that. Or it's this storytelling device. It's basically a storytelling device.
Like a setup and then
if you introduce a gun, it has to be used at some point in the story. You can't put any emphasis on a gun and then
just have it go
be there.
Like
nothing serves no purpose. So that thing actually ended up serving a purpose.
Hey,
and I think they did a decent job through the most part with a lot of stuff in this movie, but
it's still bad.
Everything else is just dumb. And then they just like name drop Albus Dumbledore at one point. I went, okay.
Just like,
oh yeah, this is Harry Potter.
Yeah, that was like my problem like with the Hobbit movies. It's like, oh, okay, Legolas is here. Like we didn't know it was a Lord of the Rings movie. Like
hold on, I have to
we were already watching. What more do you want from
Hobbits,
us?
yeah.
Hobbits,
dwarves.
Oh, Legolas.
Oh, right, I'm watching
Lord
of the Rings. That could be a whole nother.
Silly me.
The Hobbit movies could be a whole nother. Actually, I enjoyed Desolation of Smaug.
Was that the second one?
Yes.
Yeah, it was okay. The
it.
first one was really good.
I think
second one was okay. It was pretty good.
Third
hot garbage.
I have not watched the third one since it was in theaters.
Oh, okay. I was like, you haven't seen it? It's so bad.
No, I own it on Blu-ray. I still haven't seen it. I just own it.
You just own it?
just as a reminder for all the bad decisions I've made in my life. All of the bad decisions.
Honestly. It's so sad to me. Anyway, that's not the movie we're talking about.
No, but
but I could go on about how sad that makes me.
Oh my god! And The Hobbit's my favorite book, actually.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
That's a great one.
Have you listened to it?
No.
You should. That's
an audiobook.
Yeah, that's the best way to experience The Hobbit. Like, because I'll talk to a lot of people and they're like, oh, I couldn't get into it because like it's just dry or whatever. And
they're
I'm like,
illiterate.
Listen to it. It's supposed to be a story that's told. It sounds so good.
Oh my god,
it's so comforting to listen to.
Like I have the Hobbit on my phone. I have like 5 different copies of the Hobbit.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I have a copy in Greek.
In Greek?
In Greek.
That's so cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I also had another one at my high school graduation party, and everyone signed it. Instead of like, oh, the places you'll go, I had the Hobbit.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Dang it. I'm gonna go back in time.
Go, Cooper.
I'll do that for college. It's okay.
But
just kidding. I'm never gonna graduate.
But like, you got a little sad at the end, like,
Just kidding. I'm on track to graduate in time. It's okay.
Are you graduating on time?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
If I get all my gen eds in.
Oh boy! But sometimes I'll just read the opening of The Hobbit to people, and they're out right away. You'd think it'd be the other way around. Like I want to learn more. No,
right. Yeah, but it's just like such a comforting book.
You know what's a boring book?
What?
The Fellowship of the Ring. Like all the other Lord of the Rings books.
Super long prologue.
God.
Oh my gosh.
But like all the other this is the Lord of the Rings podcast now. But like all the other Lord of the Rings books, like The Scouring of the Shire is my favorite chapter of a book ever.
Yeah.
Like the ending where they take back the Shire. That's awesome. It was the whole point of the story.
It's so good.
But like,
I need to reread those so badly.
But like, they just take a stop at Tom Bombadil's place at one point.
Hello, here's this weird acid dream.
That's just like, hey, you just met God.
Yeah.
He's just out and about.
He's just around in the forest, hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chill.
Hanging out.
Fine.
God, I do not like that book. Like, I love the other two, and I love The Hobbit, but that one's just like.
I'll have to reread it. I haven't read them in such a long time, which is a huge shame. But
well, back to Fantastic Beasts.
Anyway,
well, I have to ask, how big of a Harry Potter fan are you?
Like, okay.
Did you read any of the books?
I've read all the books. I read them all.
Nerd.
Oh yeah, I'm not a huge nerd. Like
Lord of the Rings.
Hi, I'm not a huge nerd. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt talking about The Hobbit.
Excuse me, I'm wearing a Rick and Morty shirt.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's great.
I've
Mel,
heard.
we just need to do a whole watch through of Rick and Morty and then do it.
I feel like I would die.
God. But like, so you've read all the books. Did you read the play as well?
Yeah, garbage.
Really?
Yep.
I thought it was fine.
Oh, really? I didn't like it.
I said fine. I wasn't like,
oh, it was amazing.
I'm like reading
okay.
it.
I mean, when I read it, I was like initially like, okay.
I mean, it's like,
and it's okay, but it's not what it could have been. It didn't live up to the original series, which is the problem with Fantastic Beasts, because I don't know, everyone just grew up with this.
You know why? You know why they know why we have those now?
Why?
Money. J.K. Rowling couldn't.
Whoa, I had no idea.
J.K. Rowling couldn't let it go because she said
you
she was done.
gotta let something die gracefully, and this is not.
She said she was done with Harry Potter after book 7.
Right.
But then money.
Money. Yeah, whatever. It's just stupid.
It's JK, why?
Just kidding.
But like, I mean, I was fine with the book, The Cursed Child. I was fine with it. I'm probably never gonna read it.
Called. I just think of the Harry Potter play.
The Harry Potter play.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would be better if I actually saw it.
Yeah, I feel like, and especially with some of the stage directions that were in there, it's like, dang, that's like an expensive, intricate production.
How would you pull that off? Like,
yeah, I was just reading it like, oh man, we could not pull this off.
No, we don't have the budget at BV.
I know,
but like,
that's what I was saying.
But like, I was listening to a podcast
space.
of a guy who went and saw it, and he's like, I don't know how they did that.
Really?
Like he said,
magic.
It literally looks like the magic from the movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. I don't think I've seen all the movies.
Really? I
feel like I've seen about half of all the movies, even though I know I must have seen more of them. I just don't remember a lot of them.
The movies are so. The first ones, there's nostalgia factor with the first two, and then
I don't have that because I didn't read them until I was in like high school.
Yeah, because you lived under a rock.
Because I lived under a rock. Yeah, I lived out in the middle of nowhere, under a rock.
I mean, yeah. Where are you from again?
Urbana.
Urbana.
Everyone knows where that is.
Yeah, exactly. Middle of nowhere. But like, I have nostalgia factor because I saw the first two in theaters, so I was very young.
Really?
3, if you ever go back and watch Prisoner of Azkaban, the film, it's a great film.
It was my favorite book, and I think it was my favorite movie.
Like they got Alfonso Cuarón, who's done Children of Men, and
sure.
I think it was Children of Men and Gravity. Do you know Gravity?
With
Sandra Bullock.
I haven't seen it, but I know about it.
Okay, so he's more of an artsy, more mature director.
Ooh.
And they get him to do Harry Potter, and it's like, oh, this movie's actually really dark, but really artsy and cool, and it's so well done. And then you get to 4, and it's like, okay, this isn't as well done. And you get to 5, and it's like, this is actually kind of bad. Then 6, 7, and 8 are like, this is just kind of feels weird. 7's not great, and then 8's like, okay, this is good because it's just all the action, and there's no need to worry about plot at all.
Because we all know what's going to happen because we've all read the books.
I actually never read the books.
Just kidding. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean...
Okay, I take it back. I read the first book.
Okay. They're good. They're enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're not, like, the best books in the world.
No.
But
that's the Lord of the Rings.
That's the Lord of the Rings. And Percy Jackson.
Oh my God. How far did you read into Percy Jackson?
I think I think I read The Son of Neptune first, which was like the sequel series. And then I went back and I read all of the original like 5 books. 5 books. I read it all in like one weekend.
Wow.
And that was in like 6th grade. I don't remember any of it, but they were really good because I read them all in one weekend.
I discovered it when book 2, right before book 3 came out.
Really?
Like in the original series. So I read 1 and 2 and I loved them.
Great.
They're good. They're good books.
They're good books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once 3 came out, I read 3, then 4, and that was actually really cool. Yeah. And then 5, and I was like, this is great closure. I'm done with this. And then they released the sequel series, and then I read like the first third of the sequel, the first of the sequel series books, and I went,
you were like, nah,
I'm done.
See,
I mean, it was a fine book. I just stopped caring because there was so much great. It's just those 5 books were a great contained story, and I didn't need more.
Yeah, it's a shame too because I think a lot of the characters in the newer series are really interesting characters, and they like really play well with each other. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of people didn't give them a chance because they were like, we've already got the 5 Percy Jackson books in the bag. So
I mean,
like,
if I
which is fine, like it's understandable.
I bet if I really like just dug into that first book, I would probably read through the rest. If I just don't have the time anymore. Yeah. I'm actually reading a good one right now.
What are you reading?
It's called The Girls. It's by Emma Cline. You know about the Manson family?
Sure. That's something.
Charles Manson, he had a cult called The Family.
Okay.
They murdered a bunch of people.
Were we talking about that one time at lunch?
Probably. But it's basically a reimagining from the perspective of one of the girls, and it's really fascinating.
Okay.
It's a really good one. I recommend it. That's my recommendation of the week, everybody.
Yeah. I recommend John Dies at the End, which is the best book ever.
I've been meaning. I had that movie's been on my Netflix queue.
Movie's bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I did not like the movie.
Really?
Okay, you've got the book, and it's this huge. It's a thick book. It's really good. Like, I love it. I don't know if it's like objectively good, but I love it.
I mean,
they cut out like half of the book, and they like merged a couple characters, and they changed the dog's name for some reason that I don't understand. And it's like, this is stupid. Like, the book is dark and funny, and like, given like what happens in it, oddly kind of realistic, but like. Not realistic, but like dark. It's got a really down to earth narrator.
Okay, because I was gonna say I've seen the trailer for the movie.
No, yeah, it's just like I don't know. You just experience this world through this like kind of depressed guy, and it's like I don't know. I love it. It's so good.
Because that's such a fascinating thing to me is and reading a book before the movie comes out. Yeah. I did that with The Martian.
Yeah, I still need to finish the book for The Martian. I loved the movie, though. Good.
I was like on the edge of my seat reading that book.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, the camera went out.
Technical difficulties. Whoa.
We have not been recording, have we?
Have we?
I have no idea.
Well, that's okay. I'm an optimist, so it's fine.
It is not fine. We did not. Oh, it's been recording in little segments.
Oh, that's fun.
Or has it? No, it's just been the 3. Okay, so we're just gonna make this a audio file, and I'll figure out what happened.
This just in, we are changing the format of our.
I'll put it up
podcast.
on YouTube as an MP3. I'll just put the logo up, and I think that kind of just covers.
We haven't made any visual jokes throughout this
at all. Well, I don't think there have.
There was like one.
One, but that's
I don't remember.
That's fine. We'll figure it out, guys.
Yeah. I won't figure it out. I'm not the one editing this.
Jeez. I'm probably gonna need to record a disclosure for the YouTube video, like an opening disclosure, like, hey guys, by the way,
this is our first time.
I messed up.
Please forgive us.
I messed up, and
that's okay.
I mentioned that we're recording this on camera a couple times, but actually we are not. So
that'll be
have fun looking at a logo.
That'll be the next one. See, it's fine because people can listen to it in the background.
Yeah.
I do with normal YouTube videos that have things to look at.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Mel, I think we just hit about. We're actually past our 30-minute goal.
Are we?
Yeah,
because
we were talking about doing making it 30 minutes at first, so we can kind of get a feeling for it. But now we're at 30 minutes, so I think that's time for us.
Anyway, in conclusion of our in-depth discussion about Fantastic Beasts,
we did not go off. That we just did not see. But I feel like that
it's a bad movie.
Yeah, it's an awful. I'd say it's a mediocre movie.
Yeah, I think I was just upset that I had to watch it. Like, I don't have time for mediocre movies, which is why I
have
go
all
to
the time for bad movies.
Oh man, see, bad movies, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like
The Room.
I haven't seen it.
Mel.
I want to see it so badly.
I did not hit her. I did not. But I also enjoy that we've gotten a little off topic too.
I know about that. But yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Mark.
Hello, doggy. You're my favorite customer. You don't even get it, and you laugh. That's what's so great about The Room.
Yeah.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Jesus.
I've heard that one. But yeah.
Awesome.
Sorry that I'm not a professional movie critic.
No, that's fine. I'm bringing you in for your crappy jokes.
Oh, thanks. That's what my parents also said to me.
You were conceived for the specific point
of bad jokes, of course.
Okay, I mean, fair enough.
With my family, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, so this has been the Shout About Show. We come out weekly with a new podcast.
Yep.
Every week. Every week.
Weekly every week.
Hopefully we'll actually have some video to go along with it, and I totally don't mess up.
Yeah. If we don't, I'll do some fun drawings of us that we can put up instead.
Mel, actually, please do.
I don't have time.
No, but no, they have to be
I'll make time.
Like
they'd be like stick figures.
That's fine. That's hilarious. We're pointing finger guns at each other since we don't have freaking video.
Yeah, I mean, I can still watch myself on the video camera, which is nice.
Yeah, how's that been?
It's been pretty great. I've literally just
because you're on the side of the viewfinder.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see yourself?
I can't see myself.
Oh, what a shame.
I see the lens. That's all I see.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I've been looking at myself this entire time.
Yeah.
I look great.
See, that's actually bad video if you're just looking at
I know.
I'm glad I can't go back to this video file.
Next time, I'll be on the side where I can't see myself.
Yes, okay. I'm going to put you on this side.
That's fine.
Your entire job will be to hit the record button.
Oh, I'll mess up, but that's okay.
No, you're hitting a button.
No, I know, I'm kidding. I'm a sound person. It's okay.
Okay, that's fine. So I think, unless you have anything else to say, Mel.
apparently Jacob is bitten by a murtlap, which causes him to have a reaction that induces profuse sweating, which is why he's so any sweaty. Social situation.
That's why he's so sweaty during the movie. I forgot about that.
I did not even realize that was the reaction. I thought that was the thing that like poisoned him.
I just remember that
maybe that was something else.
I just remember he had like a scar on his neck. That was it.
Yeah. They were like so worried about him dying.
Get it? He's fat because he's sweaty. He's sweaty because he's fat. All right,
that wasn't my real
That's
laugh.
it. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm at ShutUpCooper on Instagram and Twitter. You can like me on Facebook. I'm setting up currently social media for Shout About.
Yeah.
I don't know what Mel does.
I usually just kind of go to my room and cry and call my mom.
Is that your social media? Is that
yeah,
you cry,
my social media.
Cry out your window. Just open your window and just.
Yeah, literally. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't really have a Twitter that I have set up at the moment, but
maybe if we get famous from this, maybe you will have to.
Yeah.
And it'll be you. That's where you can post your jokes.
Hey, people can like look at it and be like, oh, why did you tweet that? I'm just gonna keep scrolling, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to think that I'm not funny.
Thank you for listening. Subscribe to us on YouTube, on SoundCloud, and hopefully on iTunes eventually. Eventually, I'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'll let you figure that out.
Thanks, Mel.
No
All right.
problem.
I feel like I should have like an ending statement, like "Good night, sweet prince."
Oh, please don't say that. I would be not happy with you if you said that.
Jeez. Okay. Well, goodbye, everybody.
We'll think of something by next week.
All right. Cool.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.